She wakes up at 3 a.m., mind racing. Not about one thing, about everything. Did she respond to that email? Is she being a good enough mother? Why did she say that weird thing at dinner? Her chest is tight. Her mind won't stop. This isn't occasional stress. This is the baseline. And if you're a woman living in 2025, there's a very good chance you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's what nobody tells you about modern female anxiety. It's not a personal failing. It's not because you're weak or can't handle life. Your nervous system is responding exactly as it should to an environment that was never designed for human beings to navigate. Let me break down what's really happening in your brain. The overexposure epidemic. Your great-grandmother lived in a village of maybe 150 people. She knew their names, their families, their stories. Her brain was designed to process that amount of social information. You're exposed to thousands of people daily. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, the news, group chats, dating apps. Every single face your brain registers as someone in your social circle. Someone to compare yourself to, compete with, or be judged by. Your amygdala, the part of your brain that detects threats, is in constant overdrive. It's scanning every post. Is she prettier? More successful? A better mother? Does everyone hate me because I haven't posted in 3 days? The threat isn't physical anymore. It's social, and your brain can't tell the difference. Studies show that women experience social comparison more intensely than men. We're wired to monitor social dynamics for safety. But in the age of social media, that protective mechanism has become a source of constant anxiety. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone's highlight reel thousands of times a day. The expectation overload. Let's talk about the mental checklist running in your head right now. Be successful at work, but don't be too ambitious or you're not feminine. Be a present mother, but don't lose your identity or you're codependent. Have a perfect body, but don't be obsessed with looks or you're shallow. Be independent, but not intimidating. Be confident, but not arrogant. Be kind, but don't be a pushover. Speak up, but don't be aggressive. Every single day you're performing a psychological balancing act that's literally impossible. And when you inevitably fall short somewhere, your anxiety tells you it's because you're not enough. Here's the truth. You're not anxious because you're failing. You're anxious because the expectations are contradictory and designed to keep you in a constant state of striving. The anxiety isn't the problem. The impossible standards are. The emotional load nobody sees. This is the part that makes women's anxiety unique. You're not just managing your own emotions, you're managing everyone else's too. You remember birthdays, you check in on friends, you notice when your partner is stressed and adjust your mood accordingly. You track your children's emotional states, you smooth over awkward moments, you remember what your mother-in-law likes and doesn't like. You anticipate needs before they're spoken. This is called emotional labor, and it's invisible, unpaid, and exhausting. Your brain is running complex social algorithms constantly, predicting outcomes, reading micro-expressions, adjusting behavior to maintain harmony. Research shows women's brains show more activity in regions associated with empathy and emotional processing. You're literally doing more emotional work at a neurological level. And because it's invisible, nobody, including you, recognizes how much energy it takes. Then when you're exhausted, anxious, or burnt out, you're told you're too emotional or overthinking things. You're processing an enormous emotional load that would overwhelm anyone. The physical symptoms. Nobody connects. Modern female anxiety doesn't always look like panic attacks. Sometimes it looks like the tension headaches that won't go away, the jaw you clench all night while sleeping, the digestive issues your doctor can't explain, the exhaustion that doesn't improve with sleep, the brain fog that makes simple tasks feel impossible, the inability to relax even when you have free time. Your nervous system is stuck in sympathetic activation, fight or flight mode, and your body is paying the price. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, which affects everything from your hormones to your immune system to your ability to think clearly. You're not falling apart. Your body is screaming that something needs to change. The comparison trap. Here's where it gets darker. You look around and see other women who seem fine. They're posting their workouts, their clean homes, their happy families, so you think everyone else can handle this. Why can't I? But here's what you don't see. Her anxiety medication, her therapy sessions, her 3 a.m. panic attacks, her crumbling marriage behind the smiling photos, her substance use to numb the overwhelm, her antidepressants, her breakdown last month. Everyone is struggling. They're just performing competence while falling apart privately. And that performance makes your own anxiety worse because you think you're the only one who can't keep it together. You're not alone. You're just the only one being honest. What actually works? The nervous system. Reset, forget positive thinking. Forget gratitude journals. When your nervous system is dysregulated, you need something that works at the physiological level, not just the mental level. Here's the tool: physiological sigh. This breathing technique is backed by Stanford neuroscience research and directly activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that counteracts anxiety. How to do it? Take a deep breath in through your nose. At the top of that breath, take a second shorter breath in, double inhale. Slowly exhale completely through your mouth. Do this 2 to 3 times. The double inhale reinflates the air sacs in your lungs, and the long exhale activates the vagus nerve, sending a direct signal to your brain that you're safe. This isn't about thinking your way out of anxiety. This is about using physiology to change your state. You can do this in the bathroom at work, in your car, before a difficult conversation, or at 3 a.m. when your mind won't stop. The beauty of this technique? It works in real time, not in 3 weeks if you do it consistently. Right now when you need it. Your anxiety isn't a personal defect. It's a reasonable response to unreasonable circumstances. You're not too sensitive. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're a human nervous system trying to process what no human nervous system was designed to handle: constant exposure, contradictory expectations, invisible labor, and relentless comparison. The solution isn't to tough it out or think more positively. It's to recognize what's actually happening. Give yourself some grace for being human and use tools that work with your biology, not against it. Start with the physiological sigh. Use it when you feel overwhelmed. Notice what happens in your body when you do. That's you taking back control from your anxiety, one breath at a time. You deserve to feel calm in your own mind. Not perfect, not anxiety-free forever, just calm. And that's actually achievable. If this shifted something for you, subscribe for more content that actually understands what you're dealing with. Comment below. What does your anxiety look like? Let's normalize this conversation. Take a deep breath. You've got this.